Alright, oh, okay. Alright, so, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play. We are back, bringing this series back. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the last episode. I did not... the video isn't uploaded yet when I'm recording this, so I'm not sure how good it did, but hopefully it did pretty well. With that being said, we have a lot planned to do today, and as I mentioned in the last Let's Play at the end, we're probably going to work with villagers, and that is exactly what we are going to do today. The first thing I want to do is actually remove these guys from in here, because this system is no longer growing. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, boy, what are you doing in there? Instead, I had the idea of putting them in here. Now, the reason for this is because we have never used this, and I have no idea what I was actually going to do with this. I know it was supposed to be like houses for the workers who supposedly work in here, but then I created those houses, so then this just kind of is here. So I'm thinking we can put all of those villagers in here, have some beds, and have this area be where we breed up all the villagers, and we have all this space. We'll connect all of these up like this, and we have this area as well, so this will be more than enough room to do what that little house is doing right now. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but if you don't, I will mention it here. I believe the next Minecraft update will have it so when you have a villager, you can turn them into a zombie villager, and then all of their trades will be reduced. I know this is the case in Java edition, where, for example, if we take our mending dude, if we look at his trades, he sells 10 emeralds and 1 book for mending. But if we turn him into a zombie villager and then convert him back to this librarian, this will be 1 emerald and 1 book for mending, and all of the other trades will be cheaper as well, so we could get name tags for cheaper. This is how it works in Java edition, but it does not work yet in this current version that we're playing on. But in the next update, which will be probably the Nether update and all that, I think from what I've heard, that is going to be introduced into Bedrock edition. So because of that, I want to create a system where they'll go from here where we breed them, okay? They'll get carried through a minecart, they'll come up into here, we'll have a zombie system that will kill them. Once they kill them, we'll have a little station over here. We throw the weakness potion and the golden apple, and then they'll start curing back into a villager. And then we'll have a system that connects up to here and goes into here. And then we'll have all of our villagers lined up like this, and they'll be super cheap. Like I mentioned in last video, or I think I did, this current system does not work. Now, the reason why is mostly because of Bedrock. It's kind of, the redstone is really difficult to use. But basically, the way it was supposed to work is you have an activator rail. Now, if you have something on a minecart on an activator rail, if the activator rail is on, it'll knock the entity, whatever is inside of the minecart, it'll push it off. And then when it pushes it off, the person or the entity will jump up, hit this, and then they'll get pushed down into here. But as you can tell, sometimes the entity will be over here, and then they won't actually get pushed in. Sometimes if you just fight it, you don't, I mean, I went in that time, that's what's supposed to happen, but a lot of times that does not happen. And the way we organize these is we have a pressure plate down there, which when there's something on top of it, this turns off, so then the minecart will just go over it like it's a regular rail, and then that'll keep, the villager going until there's an open slot, and then they'll get kicked off and pushed into here. But like I mentioned, it does not work almost half of the time. I'm not sure exactly why. It should work in theory, but it does not. I do have another system in a creative world that I am going to implement into here. I'm not going to specifically go in detail on like a tutorial, but I will explain it once I build it on this world. But regardless, we have our work cut out for us. So with that being said, let's get right into it. Quick little progress update. I have removed all of them from inside of their cells. It's expanded this area a little bit. Currently right now, what we have going on is we have these guys over here. These guys were the ones that were inside of the house over there, and now they're all over here, and it looks like they have bred a little bit more. There's a few more of them than before, which is awesome, but this definitely feels a lot better than having that system where they're all crammed. I have room to interact with them and all that. And then all of our good villagers, the ones that were in the trading halls, are in here. We have our efficiency 5 guy, we've got our silk touch guy, and our mending guy. This guy actually took a lot of damage. He started suffocating in the trading hall when I was trying to get rid of it, and that was very unfortunate. Luckily we saved him, but I don't know how many more hits he can take, so we got to be very careful with him. And then this guy over here is our Fletcher, and he didn't want to go in here for whatever reason. You know, their villagers are quite annoying, so this guy just decided to chill over here, which is fine. But then yeah, that's what we got going. So if we move on over here, as you can tell, I haven't taken this apart yet, but that's the next step in the process, and then we will build our new system. And as you guys can see, this guy did manage to escape also, but he's just a baby and he's kind of just lurking around like a creep, so we'll just leave him be because I really don't care. And of course, okay, of course, okay, you know, thanks for shutting that in my face, but of course he goes back to this house where we were breeding all of them. That's really funny actually. But this guy, I was just going to say, if he ends up going into this system, I'll be really surprised. But regardless, I'm going to go take this apart. I'll bring you guys along for the ride as well, and then we'll construct our new system. Alright, I am going to take a quick break from working on this and explain a little bit of what's going on. Now, I know you guys have seen me working on this, but I did this all off camera, mostly because it looks really bad, and it took me a while to figure out exactly how I wanted to lay it out, so it wasn't as straightforward as this. But this part is actually complete. All we're waiting on is completing this part, and then once that's done, we'll go back through and decorate everything, because let's be real, this looks really bad, but I'll explain this a little bit. I'm not going to go super in depth on it. Basically what will happen is we'll have villagers come from our villager converter over there, and they'll come up into here. They'll go on these minecarts. They won't suffocate if this is glass, or at least in the current version. Hopefully this doesn't get fixed in the future, but if it does, all we'll need to do is move these up, so it's not a big deal. I just did this to save a little bit of space, but that won't be a huge deal moving forward. But anyways, what happens is they get pushed into here, and then this guy will go into here and land there. Now, the next villager, or when that guy is in place, we'll flick this lever, and then we'll come up here, and as you can tell, now this, instead of pointing this way, it goes straight. So then the next villager will go through here, and he'll land over here, and then we do that with all of them, and as you can see, that flicks over, this one will flick over, and then if, for instance, if we killed the guy in here, we'll flick that, and then as you can tell, he will end up coming into here. So that's how that works. It's really simple. The reason why I changed this is because I wanted them to be able to sleep, because I feel like if they can sleep, then they can refresh their trades faster, and I feel like this is a more humane way to do it. I felt really bad before when I made them so they couldn't sleep. In these slots right here, we will have their workstations, so whatever they have, if it's a cauldron, if it's a lectern, a barrel, whatever it be, it'll be there. And then we have a slab on top of here, even though we don't need one, to prevent baby zombies from climbing up in here. So this will be fully zombie proof, which is going to be awesome. This up here is actually not any more difficult than that down there. All this is a minecart system that comes from here, and then it'll come up through here. This is actually not necessary. And then the minecart will flow into here, and then they'll land here. Now, we're going to have this flicked over there, so what ends up happening is the villager will go with the minecart, they'll go whoop, whoop, all the way up here, they'll land right here. And then right in this slot right here, we're going to have a zombie in a minecart, which is the next thing we're going to do, which is going to be exciting. But the villager will land right here, and then once he gets turned into a zombie villager, we will flick this lever. That'll let him go. The minecart will fall down here. It'll go up and around, and then this is linked up right here, and then they'll get up there. So like I mentioned, the next thing we need to do is get a zombie inside of here. Now, I don't know if in Bedrock Edition, if zombies can pick up items or if we can do that sort of thing. I'm not sure. So instead, I'm thinking about just naming him so he doesn't despawn. But he's going to be right here, right up in this slot right here. And then whenever there's, this will be extended, so we can just put a block there. There'll be a villager here. He'll kill it. And then once it's killed and we see that, we'll let this go and it'll go down there. But I'm going to wait for it to turn nighttime. It's almost there, and then we will be getting a zombie in here. All right, the quest starts now. Oh, and there we go. Oh, and he actually has an item. Okay, so all we have to do is kill this guy, kill him, kill you. We need to get some health going. This guy is actually perfect because he also has a shovel, so this is going to be pretty cool. Will you also pick up this helmet? Can you come over here? Can you pick that up? Are you going to put that on? Maybe? Nope. Okay, so it doesn't seem like he wants to put this on. That's not a big deal. I didn't think he was going to. But anyways, we got to get this guy all the way over there before it turns to daytime because we cannot have this guy dying. And yeah, he doesn't seem very interested in me, actually. Like, the spider is coming right for me. But this guy's kind of dumb. I don't know if we even want this guy in our thing. Like, is he even gonna attack the villagers? Like, bro. Now, here's the tricky part. I think that he should be more interested in me than the villagers, so hopefully he will stay locked onto me. Someone also locked onto my bed, so that's interesting, but we'll fix that. But it seems like he's still into me, so if we can just get him into this minecart, this could be it. Oh my goodness, that was so easy. All right, okay. All right, I didn't really think this through. I don't have great armor, so we gotta... Oh my goodness. Holy crap, what's on your shovel? Oh my god. I did not think this part through, really. Alright. I might need to go get some better armor, and then we'll tackle this in a little bit. For now, okay. Alright, I see you. Alright, chill. His range, bro. Okay, this, I did not plan on him being this aggressive. Can you pathfind to me up here? That would be wonderful. Okay, no, he's going for the villagers. Hey, yo. Alright, oh, okay. Alright, so, okay, you know what? This is not going great anymore. Why? Dude. Look at me. Alright, come on now, Chico. We're coming up here. You are going to get into this minecart right here. Okay. Oh my goodness, how are we going to get him up there? Okay, we got this. We are going to go like this. Whoop, come up. Oh, jeez, come on, man. Okay, this is good. Oh my god, he's so smart. Holy goodness me. Okay, all right, here's what we got to do. All right, we got to get some more blocks. Okay, all right, we're good. All right, we have to go up here. All right, boom. All right, come up here. Can you find your way? Dude, yes. Okay. Yes! Oh, okay, yes! That worked! He's in position. I think he's got a roof over his head. He should be okay. This is awesome. All we gotta do is break this. But yes! Just in the nick of time. Look at that sunrise. And this guy is aggressive, but that's probably what we want. So we're gonna break this, and this guy is gonna be named Dan. Look at that, dude. This guy, holy crap, this guy is, man, oh man, I feel so bad for these villagers because this guy's crazy. That was actually pretty difficult. I'll be real with you guys. In my creative world, when I was testing this out, I forgot that you actually take damage in survival, and I did not think that it was gonna be that much. Like, this guy was cooking me. I mean, I understand, but still, holy crap. Are you serious? Okay, so I was just about to stop recording, and then I see this guy. Alright, next order of business is to make everything look good. So now that we got our guy up there, thank God we got him up there. That took forever. We're going to make all of this look good, and then I'm going to go transport all of our good villagers, which are in here, over there. In like reality, once the update comes out, we'll take the villagers from inside of here, the breeding cell, and then we'll take them here. We'll use this system to get their trades really cheap, and then we'll put them in here. But just because that isn't a feature yet, we are going to take them from here and just move them directly into there. Holy moly, guys, we have done a lot of work. I don't know how much of it I actually captured, but this is what we have, and I really like it. So I'm gonna go quickly through everything that I've done. I know that I did that kind of montage thing of me building in. Hopefully you guys enjoy those, but I don't think I did a lot of it for that, and I obviously can't capture everything because this took a few hours, honestly. Like setting up everything, the villagers were annoying and all that, and it was just a pain in the butt. But we do have this building over here, and I really like it. The main thing with this building that was difficult was, since we have redstone up there, we needed these trapdoors here because, as you can tell, or maybe you can't tell, but there's actually redstone right there, so I can't put a block there, so I had to use trapdoors to cover it up instead, and I really like the way that it turned out. Likewise, we couldn't put anything here because these need to send a signal, so that's that. These, don't worry about like the different colored beds. This is where we will put, for instance, like, it's not going to be a crafting table, but this is where we'll put like the brewing stand, all the different tool benches that the villagers use. So that's going to look really cool when they're all down there. Most of it's going to be lecterns for the librarians, compost bins, maybe a couple fishermen, the loom for the Fletcher or the shepherd or whatever. And yeah, but that's this section right here. And then this is the other section, and obviously you guys saw me catch the zombie Dan over there. And now I've officially built a building around that as well. And one of my favorite parts is this canopy area. So this kind of looks like a makeshift tarp was put up to transport the villager, because obviously when the villager becomes a zombie villager, if he is exposed to the sunlight, he will start burning, and we don't want that. So I've created this system so when they get knocked down from over here, they'll come on in here and they will go all the way into here like so. As of right now, we do not have a good system for doing this, so I am gonna try and get an example. Basically, this guy will lock onto the trade, and now he has coal. Let's say, for instance, we wanted to keep him for whatever reason. All we'll do is flick this, and then we'll push him along. Alright, go ahead. Alright, so he's going to go ahead, and as you can see, what will happen is he lands in there, he'll start dying, then he gets turned, then what we do is we press this, he falls down, he comes down through here, he goes up there, and he lands in his slot. Look at that, flawless execution right there. And then we want to get him out of the bed, so we'll just hit the minecart. It's a little bit precarious, but there we go, and we can pick this up like so. And if we can't pick it up, then it's not a big deal. But basically, then what we would do is put the barrel right here, then we'll throw the weakness potion, give him a golden apple, and then when he comes back, he will have all of his trades lowered, and we can do that with all of them going this way. And obviously, he's not going to sleep or anything because he's not a villager, but he has his bed right underneath him so he can sleep, refresh his trades and everything. And now that this station is closed, or there's someone in there, we can close it by putting that down. And as you can see, when we come up into here, the next villager, instead of turning this way, he'll go straight into the next slot just like that. And I think this is a much better system than what we had before. And again, if you guys want me to make a specific video on this and this, I can do so in a separate tutorial thing. I don't want to go too in-depth on it here, but I want to know your guys' feedback. What do you guys think of this system, and how they look? I think these match up pretty well, and this looks really well as well. That was a lot of wells, jeez Louise, man. But regardless, I need to go edit all of this, make this look really nice and dandy. And I don't know how much time we have left in this episode, but I would love to terraform this just a bit and make this area look a little bit nicer. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll catch you guys when I'm done. And just like that, with a few little updates, we have a nice looking area. Now, some of you guys won't like the specific style that I went for, but I decided to make it look a little bit more ruinesque in a way. I added a rock over here. I carried out the theme with the torches from in there, and then I made it so the stone kind of transitions through this bridge, so it doesn't, or bridge, this is just a pathway, so it doesn't look like it just stops here and then there's grass here. It looks like it kept going, and I think that looks really nice. Obviously, we haven't done anything over here. We need to add a building or a tree or something, and then we need to move that out of the way eventually. But this is a completed project for the most part. All we have to do is get our villagers back in here, and I'll be honest with you guys, I'm debating just keeping these guys in here because they're really, I thought he was mating with the cat. I was like, boy, no. But oh my god. But anyways, we might just keep these guys in here, give them their own beds, and we'll trade with them this way, because honestly, this is it'll be a little bit pointless to move them here, and then we'll have to get them out of here and then put them through there. If we keep them all in there for now, it can work out pretty well, and then once the update comes out, we can move them all into here. But unfortunately, that is going to be it for today's video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching this episode. This has been one of the most fun episodes that I've ever recorded, and before we actually sign off completely, I want to go off to the map and refresh it and see how it looks. But please let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of this episode, if you guys liked the way that I edited it, if you liked the content, or what, you know, just all of your feedback, what you guys want me to change in the future and whatnot, and all that. So this is what the map looked like before. We can get a nice and close with it like this. This is what it looked like before, and if we break it and then look at it, oh, look at that, just bam, just plopped right in there. If we put it back, you can see, obviously, you know, it looks like stone just because I made the roof out of cobblestone, but you can see that this area is now completely covered. This area, I know this has been the area we focused most of our time in lately, but this area is really coming together well, and I can't wait to move on to other parts of the world. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching this episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one.